Welcome back to part 2 of this transformative journey. If you haven't seen part 1 yet, go ahead and pause here. I've left the link in the description so you can catch up. In that first chapter, we uncovered how your brain can reshape itself, how unlearning opens new pathways, how time can be used as a tool instead of something that controls you, how your physical body amplifies your mental potential, and how your emotions are really just coded signals from your nervous system. Now that you've begun mastering your emotional intelligence, I want to share something that completely shifted the way I make decisions, something that might change how you create your future as well. Let me paint a picture for you. Every decision you make, big or small, is like placing a brick in the structure of your future. And the wild part? Your brain makes about 35,000 of these decisions every single day. Each one adds to the blueprint you're quietly building. Most people lean hard in one direction or the other. They either trust their gut completely, or they depend entirely on logic. But the most powerful decisions, the ones that alter the trajectory of your life, come from blending the two. Think of your mind as having two advisors. One speaks in data and reason. The other speaks in intuition and quiet nudges. Real wisdom comes from learning to listen to both. Let me give you an example. A friend of mine once stood right on the edge of a career change. He was scared, really scared. Logic told him to stay put. His intuition kept whispering that there was something more. So he let both voices have their say. He evaluated the risks. He listened to that inner tug. And only then did he make the leap. 2 years later, he's running a company that didn't even exist back then. Not because he relied on one voice, but because he learned how to integrate both. But here's the twist. Your brain is designed to avoid risk. It was a survival instinct for our ancestors, but today, avoiding all risk is actually the most dangerous choice you can make. The real skill isn't just predicting what might go wrong. It's recognizing what you lose by taking no action at all. Most people make mistakes and either try to fix everything instantly, or they beat themselves up for it. There's a better way. Treat your mistakes the way a scientist treats unexpected data. Ask yourself, what actually happened? What assumptions did I make? What information didn't I see? When you approach setbacks this way, they stop being failures. They become updates, upgrades to how you think and decide. Here's something most people never hear. Your brain can learn to predict outcomes more accurately, but only if you train it. Before I make an important decision, I run 3 quick scenarios. Best case, worst case, most likely case. It's like prepping your mind the way a chess player studies the board several moves ahead. But even the best strategist needs good data, and that comes from stepping into new experiences. Different environments, new people, unfamiliar challenges, they all feed your intuition richer information. Reflection strengthens your instincts. Experience deepens your intuition. Together, they turn your brain into a powerful decision-making machine. Section 1. The Art of Learning. In a world that's changing faster than ever, how you learn has now become more important than what you already know. Most people try to become great at one single thing. But real advantage comes from something I call skill stacking. Imagine someone who writes beautifully and understands psychology, or someone who can code and negotiate. It's that combination that makes you impossible to replace. And your brain already has a built-in learning process. 1. Understand the basics. 2. Watch it in action. 3. Try it yourself. 4. Teach it to someone else. Most people stop after step 2, and that's why what they learn fades so quickly. The secret isn't time, it's feedback. Think about a pianist practicing a piece. They're not hitting notes on autopilot. They play, listen, adjust, refine. That's how every skill should be learned. See your mind like a toolbox. Every mental model, whether from psychology, biology, statistics, or systems thinking, is another tool you can use to solve problems. You're not just learning information, you're building an entire infrastructure for intelligence. Section 2. Building purpose. For a long time, I thought purpose was something you stumble into, some treasure you discover if you search long enough. But the truth is simpler. Purpose isn't found. Purpose is built. Your career isn't just about earning money. It's the space where your abilities become meaningful to the world around you. We often ask, what job should I take? But the more revealing question is, what problems am I excited to solve? Every challenge, project, or role becomes a small experiment. It teaches you what lights you up and what drains you. Pay attention to the moments when time disappears. Pay attention to the tasks that exhaust you. These feelings aren't random. They're pointing you toward purpose. Let me share a story. I knew someone who worked in finance, but anytime someone around her needed emotional clarity, she became fully alive. She loved guiding them, helping them understand themselves. She followed that spark, and today she's a counselor, doing work that once felt like a hobby, but was actually her calling all along. Your skills also hold different levels of value in different environments. A skill that's worth $50,000 in one field might be worth $500,000 in another. So your goal isn't just to improve your skills, it's to place them where they create the most impact. Meaningful success isn't about reaching everyone. It's about transforming the right people. Your legacy isn't what you leave behind. It's what continues because of you. Section 3. Life Design and Integration. Your life isn't made of separate compartments. It's one interconnected system. Your sleep influences your focus. Your focus shapes your relationships. Your relationships affect your health. Most people try to solve problems one by one, like putting out separate fires. But real transformation happens when you strengthen the entire system. Balance doesn't mean equal time everywhere. It means knowing where your energy is needed right now. Sometimes your career needs more attention. Other times, your health steps to the front of the stage. Your job is to learn how to read these shifts. Here's a personal example. I used to fight my energy patterns, forcing productivity even when my mind felt drained. But once I mapped my natural rhythm, everything changed. Now I do deep work when my focus is strongest, let simple tasks fill the lower energy hours, and rest when my body calls for it. That isn't time management, it's energy management. Run experiments with your life. Try a habit for 30 days. Test a skill through a small project. Explore a career shift with low stakes. Small experiments lower fear and boost momentum. And when your actions begin serving multiple purposes, learning while moving, connecting while commuting, thinking creatively while walking, your days stop feeling fragmented. Life begins to flow like a well-balanced score of music. Section 4. The Quantum Leap. All of this, your mindset, your habits, your environment, eventually weaves into a single, unified system. This is where transformation stops being linear and starts becoming exponential. Progress often begins slowly, almost unnoticed, the way water warms degree by degree. And then suddenly, it becomes steam. When your thinking shifts, your environment shifts. When your environment shifts, your choices evolve. And when your choices evolve, opportunities start appearing as if they were waiting for you all along. And here's something fascinating. Your consciousness acts like a lens. When you expand it, you start noticing possibilities that were always there, just invisible before. Connections appear, patterns reveal themselves, solutions rise where only problems once stood. You're not just changing habits, you're upgrading your entire life operating system. Transformation doesn't happen through force, it happens through intelligent integration. And the future you've imagined? It becomes not just possible, but inevitable. If you found this valuable, don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and share your thoughts below.